really scary.
Yeah, you were nervous that day.
You were nervous that day.
I didn't play piano.
You were nervous about not being able to play piano. We were both nervous that day. And that's why we did a great scene together.
There is, in the final scene, there is one take I still regret not doing. And Catherine and I laughed about it before, and for some reason I completely forgot to do it on the day. It was, they have that long sweeping shot that goes behind the bench, and you can tell that the creature is reading something. And Lisa, who's now undead, is laying on his lap, and you're waiting to hear his voice, and the shot is just sweeping around, and I wanted to do a take where you finally get to him, and he has this big breath, and he just goes, for the whole take. So you think he's gonna read something, but it's just he still hasn't even got it yet. And I regret not doing that take to this day.
Yeah, like why does he have an accent? Like he's from the 1800s.
I know, and it was like American Victoria. That was a confusing scene because we had talked about, does Creature have an accent? And then we were like, well, no, it's probably someone else's tongue. And then we were like, okay, so what does that mean?
Yeah, it's probably someone else's tongue.
So we landed on something, but I still regret not doing the squeal.
The rumor I heard was that he found the goth girl that sold out Lisa and ripped her tongue out and used it.
Question.
That's great. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Mia.
Hi,
Hi,
Mia.
Mia.
A quick question for both of you. What was like the funniest scene to shoot in the movie?
Oh, well. What was the one where I just couldn't keep it together? Oh!
Was it in bed with the
It was when we were in bed. Oh my gosh! I just kept rolling over and I go, you look like you're from a repressed culture. And I just couldn't get it out. Because I knew it was like this awareness that I think we all had of like, we love this so much. It was a closed set because it was an intimate scene. So it was just me, Zelda, and Cole. And Zelda couldn't keep it together in the closet.
Yeah.
She was giggling. So then once that starts, I'm done. I'm done. And Cole is like,
The only thing I can muster is a small smile.
I also couldn't keep it together when he kept trying to draw the lightning bolts on my
I'm
hand.
spoiled.
It was so bad.
So bad. Great question.
Oh, we got
Hi.
a little girl.
How long did the makeup take, Cole?
Cole.
Great question. So, because Creature started as less human and got more human over time, the initial makeup sequence was about 7 hours, I think, with about a 2.5, 3 hour breakdown at the end of the day. And then, as he slowly got more human, it was less and less time. But the makeup was pretty heavy prosthetics. And we were working in New Orleans, which was so sweaty, and I would sweat underneath the prosthetics, and what would happen is
He looked great.
disgusting. But what would happen is it would pool right underneath my neck prosthetic, so I would look like a frog. And I'd have like this bloated, double chin, and we'd have to pierce it and drain it. What's up, whorehound?
He would come up to you and just go, look.
If you shook it, it'd be like.
He wasn't. But you know that the black and white scene that's like he looks like he's made of stone? That's really him. That took a long time too, right? That one scene. I did my own makeup, so I don't know. Yeah. That would be another skill I learned on set. Definitely how to do your own makeup. I was so particular about it. I didn't want anyone to do it.
Okay, we got another one here.
Hi, Catherine and Cole.
Hi.
My name is Michelle. Hi, Lisa. Hi. There is a recurrent theme of roses in the movie. There's roses on Creature's jacket when he first comes out of the grave. There's roses in the lights in Lisa's room. There's also roses on Taffy's bathrobe, like the living room scene. Is there like a deeper meaning behind that?
Probably. I mean, yeah, right? There's gotta be.
I think that's definitely more was incredibly deliberate with all the visuals in the entire. I'm just like watching the.
I will tell you that when I interviewed her, she did say that she dressed the stepmother specifically in poisonous lizard and amphibian colors to make sure she looked like something that would poison you if you touched her. So yeah,
I would say it's all on purpose.
Oh man! First off, in the scene where I kill her with the typewriter.
Ooh, cold.
Yeah, this was a.
You sure you want to tell people
This was a real oopsie. So we had this. It was a fake typewriter, but it was still pretty heavy.
It was real, it just didn't work anymore.
No, they like gutted the thing.
They put a little rubber on it.
And I open the double closet doors, and you kind of don't see me until I whack her over the head with the thing. In the first take, she kind of leaped backwards a bit, and I just horrible, and I immediately broke. I was like, oh my gosh! The take was completely ruined. She was a champ. She kept going with
She
the
kept
thing.
going.
I was like, I'm so out of it. I completely apologized to her. She was like, didn't even hurt. I'm like, oh, come on, tell me it hurt a little bit. Like,
Because it was like a very heavy sewing machine.
yeah, but she was a real girl. I felt very, very bad.
You should.
okay, we got another one here. Nice shirt.
You must feel bad because you have to bring it up and tell people about how bad you feel about it.
Every time.
You can still, please say you forgive him. Hi, nice to see you guys again. My name is Harley.
Hi.
Catherine, you're a huge inspiration to me as a young actress. So, who is your guys' inspiration growing up? That's a great question. I mean, I grew up loving so many things, and I think you get inspired by the people that you work with. Growing up, the first horror movie I ever saw was Jennifer's Body. I saw that in the theater, and there was somebody today that I met who told me she saw a movie I did, Paranormal Activity 4, when she was 12, and I was 14 when I did the movie. But I was like 13 when I saw Jennifer's Body. It came out a long time ago, and it was one of those total like made me who I am kind of actors. Or I didn't know it at the time, but it is crazy to have worked with Diablo later. So I feel like all those things that I saw when I was young. So that'd be Brittany, that would be Miley, that would be this guy. It's like you can't help but absorb those things. And I can't try to be like any of them though. So I do just try to be like me, whatever that is. Yeah. He shouldn't talk.
Hello? Oh.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad let me watch all the spaghetti westerns when I was younger, and I
Love
grew up,
spaghetti.
first off, loved Clint Eastwood. Like, he was like my guy growing up. Saw him outside the Sunset Tower once in LA and did some shit I'd never do ever in my life. I went, like, that was crazy. Never done that. But then Kurt Russell growing up, big Kurt guy. I mean, like Escape from New York, like some real Snake Plissken stuff. I honestly, I was coming to these conventions, like back in LA, we were doing like Monster Blues and all this sort of stuff when I was like a baby. My dad was always like big Fangoria guy. Like, I was subscribed to the magazine when I was a kid, so I grew up on a lot of like the practical effects, all the John Carpenter, which we were talking about, like all that stuff. Godzilla big time. But Kurt was my guy, and I just got to do a movie with him.